We're here tonight at Sony Pictures to interact with other Trinity alumni.
We're here tonight to hear from a lot of very successful, I guess what you would call luminaries in the industry.
I'm Ragasa. I graduated in 1998. My first job out of college was working for People magazine during its heyday. And after that, I worked for years in the book industry. Started out working at the Disney ABC TV group and was there for 13 years, working with writers and authors, journalists, ABC talent. So I just want to ask each of you, how did you get into the entertainment business?
I didn't want to move to Los Angeles. I didn't know people in Hollywood. I took my my resume, I just sent it out to thousands of people for informational interviews, and I got an informational interview at Viacom because I went to Trinity.
Aroop, what qualities or values do you think are needed to get into the business?
I think, the first thing is that you have to love it. This business is not very easy, and there's a lot of people telling you no. You have to work very hard, especially when you're first starting out, for not much money, and you often have to do kind of impossible tasks. So I think when you actually love the medium that you're working on, you're able to kind of overcome all those hurdles and you're able to work harder.
Max, you have had an unconventional path. You were living in Boston, then you decided to move to LA. At what point did you think this is what I have to do?
I was shoveling my space in Cambridge when it snowed, and I was gonna put a lawn chair in it so that if someone took my parking spot, I could throw a brick through their window and it would be all hunky-dory. And I was like, what the hell am I doing here? I gotta, And so I just picked up and kind of drove. And by that time, I sort of had an established presence a little bit on the internet. And so it wasn't a total leap of faith.
It's brutally hard. You'd better love it. My kids, for instance, grew up in the business. They had connections from the time they were in second grade, with various producers and stuff. So it's very difficult, that was not my experience at all. But there are a lot of people here who you'll look at and you'll go, how did they do it?
I think Trinity is a differentiator. Trinity gives you a little bit of a unique position. One of the things I liked about Trinity was sort of the small population of the school. And I connected with Steven Spielberg's company, Amblin, and I took my Trinity College education and I learned how to arrange Steven Spielberg's kiwi lime ice coolers facing out in his private refrigerator.
One of my first jobs was to edit I Love Lucy episodes, to take out time for commercials. I was like, I'm gonna make Lucy a feminist because I'm gonna take out all that crying. And I was like, my God, the power of editing.
There is a cultural problem a little bit in LA that one has to remain attentive to. We sit on the edge of changing culture. We have radical effects on culture. And we can also screw it up really badly.
What do you love most about what you do?
I get to watch a lot of television. I get to listen to a lot of music. I get to watch a lot of movies. I get to play on Snapchat and call it work, research.
Being able to work with this creative community and kind of trying to get out there and extend that voice and extend that storytelling and being part of it from the very beginning.
I mean, being a Trinity graduate myself and watching and witnessing a number of our alumni talking about their careers in the entertainment industry, offering some advice, what they should be thinking about and looking for as they pursue a career in the industry.
We try to figure out how to organize our lives, and the narrative form has been refined and helps us with how to live our lives. One starts by getting literature and history and all the aspects of a liberal arts education. I mean, just look at this group here. Technology is important, but we need help with how to live our lives. And that's what makes this such a wonderful process.
I am completely inspired by what I heard tonight. I'm actually thinking about doing a career change.
Chaotic, I love the way you say it. The world is chaotic, and telling stories is a way of organizing the world and making it make sense. It does come down to finding organizing principles that make sense of our daily life and the emotions of our life.
If you really have a story to tell, you just got to go out and do it and figure your way in.
In LA, when you come out here, it's easy to feel like the industry is very overwhelming, especially if you're from the East Coast. And to see that there's other people who came from where you came from and who did it, and it's just really exciting.
It's been an unbelievable event, and it's just really exciting to feel that kind of connection with fellow alumni